Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe Nastaptayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttamaśloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachacha Desha Tarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurim Yeva Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarabhyasya Krupa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Vaishnavunda ki jai, Antikoti Vaishnavunda ki jai, Samvedha ki jai. Hare Krishna. Are you able to hear my voice, Prabhuji?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So today we will discuss about the upcoming very auspicious the Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi, which is coming in the next Saturday. So it's very auspicious to celebrate. To do the fasting on this auspicious day. It's very special Ekadasi out of 24 Ekadasis. So one should fast on this Ekadasi. We'll discuss about what is this Ekadasi, why it come, so all these things. But before that, we will briefly discuss about what is Ekadasi, so why one should perform Ekadasi, and what are the spiritual and scientific benefits one can receive when performing this Ekadasi. So we will just go one by one. So as per this today's this topic, so why should do fast on Ekadasi? What is Ekadasi? Ekadasi means 11, like just like Navami 9, Dasami means 10. So Ekadasi means 11. So Ekadasi 11 means here the reason behind this is the 5 working senses and 5 knowledge senses and 1 mind. So the controller of the senses is mind. So total will how much it is? Total 11. So with this total 11 senses, so in focused way, if one concentrate on the lotus feet of Lord with these 11 senses on this auspicious day, so that is called Ekadasi. So Ekadasi, on Ekadasi day, on Ekadasi Tithi, one can focus with all his 11 senses, the living entity, when he focuses with all his 11 senses on lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, so then that is real, doing the real fasting on Ekadasi. So upavas. So when we say upavas, means was living. Upa means very near to Lord, living very near to Lord, that is upavas. So but these are all are other things are all are like what are the these regulations and rules and regulations, but real upavas means the 24 hours a day, completely remembering the Lord's name and focusing and doing his worship and focusing on the lotus feet and remembering his fast times, completely with all the senses. That is called actual upvas. That is fasting. So this is what is briefly on what we why should do one should do fast on Ekadasi. So there are some other scriptural information related to why should do one the fasting on Ekadasi, that especially relief from the grains, restrain from taking grains and other grain related items. So we will just go one by one. First we will and before that, we know that this every tithi is linked with one festival we will celebrate in every tithi. Like we have 15 days having 15 tithis. Like for example, if we take about Tritiya, on Tritiya, what we will celebrate on Tritiya? Akshay Tritiya. Akshay Tritiya means we will celebrate Akshay Tritiya. That is on Tritiya. Tritiya on Tithi, that particular Tithi. Next day comes what Chaturthi. On Chaturthi, which festival will celebrate? That is Ganesh Chaturthi. So like that. And next is Panchami. That is Naga Panchami. So Naga Panchami will the Naga Panchami will celebrate on Panchami Tithi. And next is Odana Shashti. On Shashti Tithi, we will celebrate Odana. So that is Subramanya Shashti, they'll say. And another is on Saptami, Radha Saptami we will do on Saptami Tithi. So and next one is, we know the famous festival for our ISKCON, that is Ashtami. What we will celebrate? Janmashtami. So the next is after on Janmashtami, Navami. On Navami we will celebrate Ramanavami. And we will celebrate on after that Navami we will celebrate Dasami. What celebrate we will celebrate? Vijay Dasami. So and next is Ekadasi. So Ekadasi and Dwadasi, Vamana Dwadasi will celebrate. And Trayodasi will celebrate Nityananda Trayodasi. And after Nityananda Trayodasi will celebrate Narsimha Chaturdasi. And after Narsimha Chaturdasi will celebrate Purnima. Purnima, what we celebrate? Gaura Purnima. So like that, each and every Tithi we have a specific festival which we will celebrate. All these festivals and on these ultimately focus on the Lord Vishnu and remembering of Lord Krishna, and all these things will happen. So like that, Ekadasi also one of these specific very glorious Tithi on which completely one should remember and focus on Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu on this day. So that is related to festivals which we have discussed. Now, what is the history behind this spiritual history? Puranas, what says that why should one fast on Ekadasi? What are the benefits which we get on doing the Ekadasi? Any Ekadasi. In Ekadasi, we get every month 2 Ekadasis we get. On every 15 days, we'll get Ekadasi. So every month 2 Ekadasis, that means 12 months means 24 Ekadasis we will get. So once upon a time, there is a history, we'll go to the history. So once upon a time, when Lord creating all jivas, he also created Papa Purusha. So he is also one of the jiva. Papa Purusha is one of the living entity who has created the Lord himself. So this Papa Purusha, what is the duty given to this Papa Purusha? The Lord has given the duty to him to punish who are sinful people. Like whoever is committing the sinful activities, the Lord asked him to punish them according to their sinful activities. So then, so he is doing his duty that normally jivas are tend to do this the sinful activities because of his conditioned nature. The Lord, the jivas will commit the mistakes. But obviously, they'll commit the mistakes, and with those mistakes, they do so many sinful activities. Depending on, as per the scriptures, the sinful activities are depending on the sinful activity. They will be taken into the different hellish conditions. As we can discuss some other time the brief description of the hellish planets, and it is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam canto. It's briefly described about the how many hellish planets are there. Still, whatever that they have described in the Bhagavatam, they are very limited hellish planets, but actually there are innumerable hellish planets according to their sinful activities done by the living entity. So these when we do this living the sinful activities, so this Papa Purusha, which was created by Lord Himself, Lord Krishna Himself, He will punish them in the hellish planets. Where these hellish planets lies in Yamaloka, that is where Yamadharmaraj is staying. He is the leader and leader of this Yamaloka, where all these jivas will go and suffer there for their whatever the committing sinful activities. So while after creation of this, Lord wants to visit and see that how whatever I have allocated these duties to my servants, I want to check them that how they are doing performing their sinful their duties. Like when we see that when the company owner is there, he has allotted, for this department he is the manager, for X department he is the manager, Y department some other person is manager, and after 1 year or 6 months, every on periodical basis the owner of the company will visit and see that how these managers are functioning well on this. So like that, the Lord also wanted to see that how my Papa Purusha is doing perfectly his duty, my Yamadharmaraj is perfectly is doing his duty. All this he wants to check. So in order to check that, he has visited that Yamaloka near to that. When he came to that, he has heard so many jivas are suffering and for their sinful activities, because Papa Purusha is punishing them. Uh, by with that punishments, these jivas are so much screaming and raising their voices, and so much because of that their sinful activities, the punishments, because of the punishments given to them, they are so much raised. I mean, what do you say? That screaming, shouting like anything. So because of suffering, pain, great pain. So then Lord asked Yamadharmaraja, who are they? What happening? There were so much voices I'm listening. Then Lord has so much compassion on his heart is raised. So Yamadharmaraja was telling that while Lord was discussing with him, Yamadharmaraja was telling that because of you created this Papa Purusha, because of this Papa Purusha, all the jivas are getting this punishment, inflicted the pain based on the some sinful activities they have committed. So then Lord has immediately Lord has so much compassion came out of from his heart. So when he was so much meditating and how to relieve their pain, so by this time what happened from his heart, one lady came out of from his body. So that jiva has immediately offered her obeisances, and Lord also reciprocated accordingly. And Lord asked her, "Who are you?" She said that I am Ekadasi. So she said, I am Ekadasi. And she told immediately, she has once she has come out from the Lord's body, she has chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So she is shouting with the holy names, and but with her raised voice of this chanting the holy name, what happened? The so much uh, uh, relief for these the jivas who are already suffering behind this Yama's building. So all these jivas, then Lord asked, immediately what happened? Suddenly all these sinful activities were disappeared, and all these people are the jivas are going to the Vaikunta planet. So after some time, when this when Lord himself and Yamadharma sees that Yamaloka, everybody was nobody was there, everybody has already gone to the Vaikunta planet. Then suddenly surprised how it happened. Then Lord was so pleased with this whatever that lady Ekadasi, named Ekadasi, done this activity. Lord blessed her that what do you want? So Lord, that lady taken, I mean, she's also Vaishnavi. She said that out of her compassion on the jivas, so she told her, whoever chants the name on this Ekadasi, she will get they will get hundreds and thousands of benefit what they will get on other days. And not only that, there is the innumerable sinful activities will be destroyed. The millions of times, millions of lives they have committed, the sinful activities will be destroyed immediately when they do this Harinam Sankirtan on that day. So japa, so like that she has asked the boons. The Lord also sanctioned, and nobody will Papa Purusha cannot do on this day, on this day to anybody who chants the holy name. So like that, Lord blessed her and pleased with her activity. So but Papa Purusha came very help hopelessly in front of Lord and asked Lord that, Lord, my dear Lord, you have created me to give the punishment to the those jivas who are sinful. So now how do I act? Where should I live? If I don't have the place on this day, where should I live? So then Papa Purusha, then Lord told to Papa Purusha that, okay, I understand your concern. So on the other days, on except Ekadasi, on other days you can whatever the sinful activities the people will do, you can live on them. You can punish accordingly. But what about on Ekadasi? So Ekadasi, then Ekadasi day, then Lord told that, okay, one thing you can do, we can do one thing, that you can live on the grains, especially dhanya, that rice we say that, not dhanya. So in that you can live. Then Papa Purusha agreed. Then they have dispersed. Then this that is why this on Ekadasi day, it's not that one should fast, one should refrain from the grains, because in the grains Papa Purusha live. So that is why we should not invite the by Papa Purusha into our body by taking grains. It's not that Lord himself told that you should fast on this day. So we should, based on this event, we should refrain from taking grains. So that is the history behind this. That why should fast on Ekadasi? Why should we refrain from the grains? There is another story also on another planet, that is also the Leela of the Lord. That once upon a time there is a Mura demon. He's a demon who always the fight with devatas. They'll, these so much harassing to the demigods. So all these devatas complained about Mura demon, so that he is so much, we are not able to defeat him. He is so powerful, is so much so powerful that we cannot able to defeat him. So the Lord told him that you don't have to worry about this, I will take care of this. So then Lord has started fighting with this Mura demon. It's not easy to defeat him, really. Even Lord Krishna himself has fought with him for thousands of celestial years. Celestialism is very not earthly years, it's a celestial demigods years. So he has fought with Mura, and still Lord has not defeated him. Even after thousand celestial years, he has fought with him. So Lord has settled. It seems that it is a Leela only. Lord Krishna's Leela it is. So Lord, then after this much of fight, Lord, it seems to be little, tired. So then what happened? Lord Krishna went to the Badrik ashram, and on the way he trying to escape from this Mura, and went to the Badrik ashram, and trying to take the rest in the Badrik ashram. So that while taking his rest on the Badrik ashram, uh, that Mura came to that guha, that cave. So inside the cave, then he saw that Lord is taking rest. So he thought that okay, now it is the correct time that I can defeat Lord, and I will possible I try to kill him. It's not possible to that he's the supreme God himself. That's Leela. So then Mura thought that I'll try to kill Lord Krishna. So because he's trying to take the rest. So while he's trying to kill this kill the Lord Krishna, so suddenly one lady come out of Lord's body, Lord taking rest from the Lord. That one person, that woman came again, uh, like she has fight. She was doing fight with this Mura demon, and finally she has defeated and killed that Mura. So in the meanwhile, Lord he came out of from the rest, and he has saw that that lady has defeated and killed that Mura. Immediately, Lord has pleased with her activity. So Lord asked her, "Who are you? How you can I was so much. I was thousands of years I was fighting with him, but not able to defeat. How you can defeat him and kill him?" So that lady told that it's not that she all over your will only by your will only it happened, my dear Lord. You have shown so much out of your compassion and mercy. I am your embodiment of your mercy. You with your embodiment of your mercy, I came out of your body. I killed him and given the moksha to him, because you're not giving him moksha by because whoever dies in your hands, they will get liberated and get the moksha. But you're not giving your mercy to him, but your mercy came as me, and I killed him. So that means you have shown your mercy upon me to kill him. So that is your Leela, so that we ultimately got liberated. So let Lord understood and pleased with her the words, and asked her, "What is your boon?" She said that on this I am Ekadasi. Ekadasi means another word meaning for Ekadasi is Eka means one. Dasi means Ekadasi. I'm only one Dasi, servant to you. So like that she told. So that I am your servant. I want the benediction that whoever does the fasting on this day and does your holy name, chant your holy name 24 hours a day, and focus and take shelter of on your feet, on lotus feet. So they'll get huge benefit, and they'll go to the spiritual world. You should benedict like that. So by to fulfill the desire of that Ekadasi, so Lord has given benediction that whoever does on this day the holy name, chant the holy name, and doing the kirtan, doing the bhajans, and doing listening the pastimes of Lord Krishna, hearing from the Guru, and reading the scriptures about Krishna, and reading about the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam on this day, they will get enormous benefits which we cannot imagine even. It is not under our imagination. They will definitely at the end of our lives, they will go to the Krishna Loka, that is Vaikunta or Goloka Vrindavan. So like that, the Lord has given the benediction. This is the spiritual benedictions which we get out of this one. So and another another scientific benefits also available are there. They have been proven in 2009, and they have been published in this magazines that scientist has discovered, and they got a Nobel Prize on that. Like, what are the scientific benefits if we do this fasting? on Ekadasi. So that we will little discuss about this. So like if you see, uh, so in our body, a DNA is there. Everybody knows. Whoever read the book, the educated science, they know about the DNA. So DNA, like that, we have these proteins. When then micro level, they'll call us a DNA. DNA means the deoxynucleic acids. These are acids, so which with which we will the message will pass to the our body. Like what are the functioning of the body, all these things. These are the, like acts as a messengers about the functioning of the body, how we have to act. Everything will be depend on the DNA structure of the body. So what happened? So the scientists trying to discover that. Uh, so these DNA structures will carry the genetic information of the body to the various carry the genetic information. So these threads, like how they will looks like is our our shoes lace. How they will we will that every day when we go to the office we wear the shoes. So whatever the lace are connected to the shoes, like that this DNA will be there. Their strands will of the DNA will there in our body. So in the entire body they will be. So what happened? So they discovered that all these DNAs are strands are carrying the genetic information, and not only that, while our age is going, what happens is these cells are what are the cells in the body getting multiplied and triplicated, duplicated based on the DNA structure strands. So what happens while multiplication of these cells, the DNA strands will gradually will be diminished. So that means that means the age will as we progress in our from childhood to young age to old age, these our cells will get multiplied, duplicated, triplicated, like that multiplied, and our DNA strands will also gradually this will be diminished. So by this our old age comes, after the death will come. So what happened? One DNA strand, which is called as junk DNA, so is also called as a telenor. So is another name of this junk DNA is telenor. So this junk DNA, so they thought that it is not carrying any genetic information to the body. So they thought that this junk DNA is the no use of no use. So then they even given the argument that all these of the part of the body is having their certain purpose of the purpose in the body, but having the perfectly they are doing their duties. But this junk DNA doesn't do anything. I mean, any purpose. It doesn't have any purpose, and it's imperfect. They have raised themselves questions that your perfect God, how He has created the imperfect this junk DNA. So they have even challenged that your God is imperfect, because he has if your God is perfect, he would have created everything is perfect. But this gunk DNA, which is a part of your body, actually it is imperfect. Like that, they are challenged even Lord Himself. But what happened after some time? They also thought that maybe another, like he's a pious scientist might be is. So they thought that okay, maybe it's not. It is also having its own purpose. So then what happened? So when they have deeply they have investigated, they thought that this junk DNA, what it is doing, although it is genetically not carrying the information, it is protecting the what other DNA strands are doing, the carrying the genetic information. So that much it is protecting. It is also protecting to not to gradually diminish these strands. So when the cell, then also the purpose of the junk DNA, what it is slowing down the multiplication of the cells. When the cells are getting triplicated, multiplied, and duplicated, our junk DNA will be reduced, will be diminished gradually. So then aging comes and death comes. So then what happened? They have done some research that if you stop this junk DNA, diminution of the junk DNA, definitely aging that we can increase the longevity of the living entity. We can increase. So they have done research, and they have done what they have done is they have taken 50, so many students, and they have studied that. They have given fasting to the students. Like they have told that you should not eat anything for 1 month or 15 days, like that. They have done the study. So what happened when they have done the fasting? Though what happened, this junk DNA is not getting diminished, and not is protecting the other DNA strands, and cells multiplication also gets that also gets slowed down. So then that then thought that okay, this is working out. Then what they have done is, then after that what happened when they have done the study, these students become so weakened that because they have not taken any food. So this become that no, we should take immediately. Then immediately they have taken so much food, it's resumed there again the original state. Then they thought that okay, this is not work out because we cannot fast the every day. So that's not work out. That will not work out. Then they thought that another they have done studies. Finally, they come up that we will do like one thing, like we will. They have done come up with another research that they have, because the people used to take non-vegetarian, so they have stopped, even take refrain the students to not to take non-vegetarian, and they only given the fruits, vegetables, and milk, and all these sattvic food they have given. So by this also they have seen that the physically, and they have externally also they have seen that these people so glow, very glow. They are having very elegant personalities there, and even they have not they have developed so much effulgence in their bodies and face, and the longevity also they have even seen that cell multiplication also slowed down. So by this they thought okay, so now we will come to the, one should avoid non-vegetarian, one should take vegetarian, one should take sattvic food. So like that they have come to the conclusion. And finally, though then finally they have discovered that okay, we will stop this 15 days, we will take once in a 15 days. Finally they do the fasting. So fasting for when if somebody does the fasting for 36 hours in a 15 days, like once in a 15 days, definitely whatever they have done completely 1 month fasting, which is equal to doing the fasting for 36 hours in 15 days, is equal to that much fasting. That what we are doing in Ekadasi is same, similar to that. Ekadasi comes on once in a 15 days. That we have to do the 36. You can ask the question that why 36 hours? Because Ekadasi is 24 hours. But actually, ideally, when Ekadasi, when we do the fasting before Dasami, that means before the day Dasami, we should stop eating from the evening itself. That means 6 to 6. That is, if you wait, if you that's so 12 hours from before the Ekadasi. That 12 hours plus Ekadasi, entire Ekadasi 24 hours. Total 36 hours we have to fasting for 15 days, like once in a 15 days. When we do this, what happens? Our longevity, even physically also, material also, we will have a good health and longevity, and this junk DNA will not get reduced, and will not get into the pieces, will not disappear. What happens? The cell multiplication will slow down, and our the lifespan also will increase. We will live even healthily. So that is also one of the reasons. Another scientific reason also is there. So that is like Chandrama, that moon. What is the duty of the moon is with these rays, like in the he will when he with these rays only these vegetables get the taste, vegetables, and he will produce the water in the vegetables and even in the rice. So how we'll get, when we take the vegetables, why this the in vegetables we have the water? That is because of the rays of the moon on these vegetables and rice. So what happens on the this 11th day, Ekadasi day, the tides of the moon are very high. When we see that, that tides means that tides. What do you say? The tides means sea tides. The waves are there, na sea wave tides. So that tides, very high tides on Ekadasi day, other days low tides. So these high tides are very prominent on the Ekadasi day. So the moon, so more water will be there on Ekadasi day when you take the grains, the more water will be stored in our stomach. So din Ekadasi day. So when we eat the grains on Ekadasi day, what happens in our stomach? The more water will be stored. Even although already our body is composed of 70 to 80% is water only. Majority of the portion of the body, our body is water. So what happens if you take another apart from this, if you take on Ekadasi day grains, we will carry more water. And this water will not get easily come out from our body, will not easily get excreted from the body. Only so those water which normally we drink, and from the whatever the fruits we will take, those water will come out easily from our urination, all these excretions. But whatever the rains, in the rains, whatever the water is there in the rains, that will not grains mein jo water hai, so that will not go easily from the body. Because of this reason, we will get so many diseases, and we will encounter with so many diseases. So that is why even if you do fasting on Ekadasi day, you will get even physical benefits also. Like will be free from many diseases which we even we don't expect. So like that, so we'll get material benefits, we'll get spiritual benefits while doing the Ekadasi. So lastly, what are the topic which we have on this day, the coming, that is what the name of the topic is Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. So what is the speciality of this Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi? So there is a story behind this Ekadasi. So one time what happened, so on Pandavas, the name itself is Pandavas. Among the 5 Pandavas, Bhimasena, we know that Bhimasena is voracious eater of the food, because he is having the fire, which is not common for all the uncommon in all other living entities, which is called Vraka. Is all other name of the Bhima is Vrakodhara, because who wears Vraka, which is a fire, is very powerful Agni. Jataragni mein is whatever it is in the stomach, he is having that fire, Vraka fire. With this fire, you should eat every day 2 times or 3 times with this full satisfaction. Then only the Vraka fire will get satisfied and will pacify his hunger. So his body is like that. So then he is not able to do fasting, whereas other brothers of the Bhima, like Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir, they are doing, Draupadi, they are all doing the fasting on every Ekadasi. But he is not able to do. He is worried that I also want to do, but I am not able to do because of my body condition. So then he has requested Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the grandfather, so he can give his suggestion, because any kings, whenever they get any confusion what to do, they will take the suggestion from these brahmanas and rishis, munis. So he has approached Vyasadeva to how to handle my situation. We explain it to Vyasadeva that how can I how can I satisfy my hunger as well as I can do the fasting. I can do anything. I can give charity. I can worship. I can do the Harinam. Everything I can do, but I'm not able to do the fasting on every Ekadasi. Every 2 Ekadasi we get. So then Vyasadeva told, no. Initially, he has not agreed. You have to do, because even if you want to go to in this life itself, if anybody wants to go to Krishna's abode, that is Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha planet, one should do the Ekadasi. That is no compromise on this. Like that, he is giving his supportive explanations to Bhima. But Bhima has, in spite of heard everything from the Vyasadeva, but he has insisted Vyasadeva to do some concession for him. So then Vyasadeva told that So once upon a time, there is a Brahma, it is from Brahma Vaivarta Puran, it is explained. Once upon a time, Lord Kesava, Lord Krishna himself told to Vyasadeva that, he told to Vyasadeva that whoever does Ekadasi on this Jyeshta, that sun, when sun transits on Taurus, that is Vrishabha sign, this Ekadasi comes, this is in Jyeshta Masa, and this Ekadasi comes, this is called Nirjala Ekadasi. If somebody fasts on it and this Ekadasi, even without water, even not what to speak of grains and all these things. Even somebody does Ekadasi without even without water, even without even drop of the water, one should take Charanamrit. One can take Charanamrit on this day. Like we will do the puja on this day, and that Charanamrit also one should take even one wound, like one just that is a mustard seed, like it's the size of that much. One should take the Charanamrit. More, if anybody takes more than this, then is Bhanga of the Vrata, this Ekadasi Vrata Bhanga will happen. So, like that, he has told that if somebody does this Ekadasi and not only refraining from this water, and that day one should focus on the Lord Vishnu, one should chant the holy name attentively and do the japa and kirtana and the association of devotees, hearing the pastimes of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna on this day, 24 hours said that day, if you utilize that, and the next day, if you donate any, and if you feed any brahmanas, gold or silver or anything, any cloth or pot of water, if somebody donates on this day, so that vrata is will be finished. So like that, if somebody does, the benefit which we get is equal to the all other 23 ekadasis. That means if somebody is not able to do Ekadasi on every month because of some reasons, some conditions, some not everybody's cup of tea, that is the doing all Ekadasis. It is not that if anybody can do on all Ekadasis. If somebody misses also accidental, even in the devotee community also, if somebody misses, sometimes accidental happen that we sometimes take accidentally that grains because of not aware of the on the day Ekadasi, or not knowing that, not having the Vaishnava reminders, so many things, because of any reason, if somebody miss accidentally Ekadasi also, if somebody does this Ekadasi, Nirjala Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi, it will give the benefit of doing all other Ekadasis comes under that year. So this is what the huge benefit. Not only that, we have the humorous benefits which have described in the Brahma Vaivarta Puran about the spiritual benefits in this life itself. If somebody does all Ekadasis, at least this Ekadasi with very sincerely, then definitely this, after this, at the end of this life, one will go to the Krishna's abode without any doubt. Even Krishna himself told to Vyasadeva that if somebody does this Ekadasi, he will come to my abode without any doubt, without any single even moment of doubt. So that much assurance has given by Lord Krishna himself to the Vyasadeva. So this is what about glories of Ekadasi, and not only that, doing the Ekadasi, which is equal to the removing the innumerable sinful activities which we commit, like killing of the brahmana, killing, taking the wine, and associating with other women, and all these things, prostituting, to those who are doing, who are committing sinful activities, everything will be removed, like killing the cow, killing the brahmana, whatever the sinful activities we do, everything will be destroyed, and this life itself, everybody, all the living in this devotees who are doing, they will go to the Krishna's planet, and that is Golok Vrindavana at this end of our life. So this is what the glories of this Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi, and why should one do the Ekadasi, spiritual benefits and material benefits, all this related to Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. Hare Krishna. If I have done any